Let's shift focus to Ogun State, where former President Olusegun Obasanjo has asked youth to avoid the use of hard drugs to protect their future and prevent untimely death. The former president spoke on the negative implications of drugs in the society at an event in Abuja. Senior reporter Kazim Oloy has the details.
The prevalence of drug abuse in Nigeria and other African countries has become a great concern for leaders across the continent. Different blocs in Africa now have commissions to investigate movement and spread of drugs in their areas. While speaking about drug trafficking and usage in West Africa, former Nigerian president, who was a former chairman of the West African Drugs Commission, Olusegun Obasanjo, said the use of drugs and trafficking in the continent is on the increase. He shared an emotional story about his cousin who was addicted and later died as a result of drug abuse and want people to do away with drugs.
We had all sorts of stories. Lamentable, distressing, unpleasant, deadly, fatal. Once you get involved, some get out of it. Some get out of it. But it's more difficult to get out of it. And it's better that you don't get into it at all.
One of the speakers at the event, while advising the students to focus on their studies and pursue their dreams, said he was an addict but was lucky to reclaim himself from the spirit of addiction.
I could light a stick of marijuana in this room without giving a damn who is sitting here because I had given up on life. But by the time I recovered myself and I came out from that dark place, I had transformed over time.
Others seek collaborative efforts against the spread of drugs among the youths.
About 14.3 million Nigerians have used one substance or the other in the last 6 months, and that is about 14.3% of our population. Hence, the need for us for all us to be on deck, for us to avoid this menace.
Cut the use, and if we cut the use and the supply, then definitely the people that will be involved in using the substance will also reduce.
Some of the students said they have benefited a lot through the program.
When you take drug, it makes your brain works abnormally. Addiction is just like keeping something to yourself, but if you spread it out, you overcome the fear.
The students were encouraged to fly higher above drugs through their education and skills and not to be high through drugs. Kazim Oloy, TVC News, Abeokuta.
Parents of students from Zamfara State who are on scholarship at the Cyprus International